The beat is the heart and soul of any music you hear. The beat is the heart and soul of any music you hear.
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, put your hands on the radio. It's time for the
and ask what your Orisha is. Would that be too personal?
But
Would you mind sharing that?
I think you only want. I'm priest of Shango. You know, Shango is my Orisha. I'm also Babalao. Basically, everybody here have Orisha.
Go ahead and speak up. Tell your Orishas if you would.
I'm also a Babalao, just as like Oscar. I'm a priest of Eshu. I'm a priest of Egbe. I'm a priest of Egungun. And Omanya, sworn to his drum.
Same thing happened with Kumasi.
Yeah, I'm only Shango, which is a priest of Shango, and Awo Ifa, the priest of Orumila, and Omwanya. Drum, that's the Orisha of the drum, the Bata drum.
First, initially, I was Omwanya. Been a priest of Obatala for 3 years, studying to be an Awo. Obatala.
The more that we want to be close to the, tradition, the secret, the love for the culture, the integrity, to really go deep. It's not only focusing the religion like, okay, I want to be part of the group or team, we trying to be a specialist. So some of the bataleros or Bata drummers, maybe they study as a musician, another no. They get in tradition by tradition, family, or friends, colleagues. So as soon as we start trying to study, for example, I'm studying in the school in Cuba to be a dancer, and then later I decide to focus in the Afro-Cuban tradition, and I was learning a little bit of Orichas, and then later, the Orisha is not things that you learn in the school. We have teachers with good quality. They teach us the technique, the Afro technique. Focus in the for example, count one, lewa, or count the heart, or gun, your chest, the middle, or chest, you know, the divination left side. So when the people put everything together with the drum, they start getting some feeling. And then immediately, our responsibility is help them.
Facilitating, yeah.
So this is, we alterate, you know, conscious. We need to provoke these things that they start feel like calling the feet. Oh my gosh, I feel cold. What happened here? And then later they feel like some tension in the knee. And then immediately it's like a butterfly in the belly button. Oh my God, what is that? And then, you know, even if they dancing or walking and do whatever, stand up, they feel like, what happened in my back? You know, my column, like, oh, okay, and then dancing, the movement, wow. And when they don't think about it, something happen here in the neck. This is when you open the coat. That's what we call possession, right? They lose control, and some people have the experience of control. They start talking or screaming, or maybe, you know, turning the eyes back or side the head. This is part of the things that we always need to keep here, you know. Till we go for the ritual, get there. Sometimes, you know, for show, performance, we try to represent that to help the people get close to the tradition with a little bit of control.
So in summary, what he really tries to say is that the role, that his, specifically his role as a leader, there's so many things that are ongoing at the same time in a venue, in a bembe, at a tambor. There's so many things that he has absolute control over, and he has to have that control. Somebody over there might be mounting an orisha. Somebody over there just arrived who's an elder. Somebody over here is doing something, but he has another orisha. He's initiated to another orisha. So we have to keep the rhythm going so the bembe doesn't fall flat. Everybody is gearing up for the next part. You know, this it's a multi-faceted setting that he controls, because he's the one who's in charge of deciphering everything that's going around, and he has to be able to communicate that to the other drummers at the drop of a dime. And things happen, things that are completely unexpected, and he has to be able to drop everything that he just put into context and start anew, because it's very, very fluid. Everything that's going on it's a constant interchange and exchange of energy. And he is the sole
puppet master.
He's the thing. I couldn't have said it better. He's the puppet master. He's the one who's pulling all the strings.
And two,
No pun intended.
And we have to actually, as drummers, okay, that's the secular. I mean, that's the fundamental. We call it the sacred. But then you have the folklore. As drummers, when we playing at a concert or performance, we have to be careful, because sometimes we may get into the groove and take it there, not knowing there may be some people in the audience who maybe get touched. You know, one performance, he had to hit me in the arm because we were going there. We were just a performance. This is not a tambor. So, you know, so we have to, not only he has to be aware of what's going on in the audience, but also what we're doing, and also a dancer may get touched too at any given point in time doing a performance. So we have to be cognizant, I mean literally 24/7 of what we're doing when we're playing these drums. Even as an arpon, he has to be cognizant of what's going on. We're like this the whole time. I'm trying to stay focused on the rhythm and also being aware of what's going on in the audience, because we just don't play for each other, we play for the people. Because we're a communal drum. We bring the community together.
It's the spirit, man. Right. The spirit. You know, we need to know that. So no matter what, like he said, we playing, but always, we need to know that this is like a spiritual instrument in the hands. No matter what, how we see, everything can happen in the good thing, because we are a spirit. So you don't know when you up and down. You know? So, nice. The next rhythm we decide to go to Obatala.
Obatala? Okay, yeah, give us a little.
Yeah, Obatala is the leader of the orisha, basically, you know. We consider one of the higher orisha. We focus on we can reach Obatala in the top of the mountain with everybody around together. So that was usually we represent with a white color, the costume, the clothes, you know. But they have different colors depending the area or element. or the role of the original that we know. But Obatala is like more cadence, fluid, tend to be slow but intense original. Most of the song for Obatala, they have one specific rhythm that some people call a wado or a bean, you know, the slow. They use it to represent, you know, the elders, or the, you know, like people say old school, to play for the father, mother, grandpa, uncle in the year outside, another ara, another land. When the scenes need to be more calm, they already have the experience to get there. So we want the party now, you know, slowly. With cadence, you know, like don't play too fast because I know I can dance too fast. Even see, you know, sometimes we got the specific role for a Obatala can be really fast, a warrior, like a Yaguna name, you know. Inshallah, different origin, but the rhythm for Obatala is more like, can be like melodies, we can call them melodies, you know, slow down, and then with the same intention, you know, to call the union, the peace, to show, you know, the control of the anxious in the person, a little bit. And we continue with Obatala, Eguado. And then Itotele. And then Okonkolo. And then a whole conversation for Obatala.
Well, hey, that was great. I know you guys are enjoying yourself. We're learning a lot. I'm learning a lot. I'm really enjoying myself. Now let's get back to the last rhythm.
Shango. Shango. And then we want to focus in the Aluya. Aluya for Shango. Some people call meta. You know, for some couple years, the people calling meta. You know, with the same sample. You know, people as a dancer or people as a hear about Shango say, let's play meta for Shango. That's a specific rhythm trying to translate like the thunder and the lightning, you know, effect when rainy days, the fertility of the land when the storm comes, they hit the ground, or the presence of the king dancing with the drum, because Shango is the owner of the drum, considered like the owner, king of the religion. And it's not only focused in the Shango, in the Orisha that everybody immediately see the red power, red and white to come down a little bit. You know, Shango is Orisha trying to put everybody together. So Shango is the drums, it's a celebration, it's a ritual, it's everything. You know, so that were they used to call the king. You know, some people are laughing, yo, Shango was so different, depending the area that he come. So Aluya is the rhythm that with the emphasis that we do in the cha-cha part. This is a small part of the drum, cha-cha, and when we hit it, blah, sounds like lightning. You know, before sounds like a lion. So this we do the lightning here. I don't want to do too hard, but you know, basically like that. And then the conversation or the call for the conversation is inside. You know, like, so this is the specific conversation that not only start with that effect, they prepare that before with some story, you know, and then they get speed until trying to represent that the weather, you know, is really intense. And that also is connecting with the dance. That is, you know, trying to represent the getting too powerful that he can jump, he can fly, he can dance on the sky, with like fires. You know, language is different. And later than that, the conversation that they totally developed, you know, one of the more beautiful things of detail is how fast you can keep the clear conversation. You know, with the part of the okonkolo. It's like a hammer, king. So everybody will say, oh, play for Shango, Aluya, meta. Meta, you know, they say kinkila, and then we immediately understand how we keep the rhythm, you know, onomatopoeic things to help us to play rhythm. That sometimes as a conversation, if I make the call, if the element that usually happen, that everybody's in the celebration, we need to be ready, prepared for that. As a batalero, as a moaña, as a drummer in this section, we have to be ready to play with a lot of things happening at the same time. People singing, dancing, screaming, talking, effect, change of the dynamic here, you know. So when that happens, that we don't match or lose a little bit the speed of the conversation, we're supposed to not talk like, oh yeah, hey, do this, that. No, we just keep talking with the Orisha. Kinkila la kinkila. Kipa kipa kinkiba. Kikin, you know, sing over the drums because he is not allowed to talk when the drums talk. It's in case that we want to talk on top of this, that's the role for the poem, for the singer, that he had to translate what is the secret of that. And then Shango trying to narrate this big story, like the other Orisha, you know, but this is like that one. First, because if you see, we have Shango here, so you still like, why you want to be a Shango song? You don't know. Okay. So, you know, for that reason, you know, to develop the Wemilera, we decided to continue with Shango.
I got one question. It's a little off subject. The snare, I noticed only one drum has bells on it. Is there a reason?
Yes, well, the tradition they put in the giant, the big ones, Sometimes they can put in another drum also too. But that what we keep as a tradition, they was always left for the to talk with sometimes the females, orichas, to put the chagoro, the bells, the people so called chagoro, chagori, you got the side, the position in the bell. But it's also because they have the fusion. They look like shells. The sounds is to call this bright sound, call the oricha and push, throw the bad spirit away. So we call orichas. We call good things, the good influence with this drum. In case that we have to play for the egun, for ancestor, we need to use another type of bells. So that those ones for the oricha specific. Then we have another six nature like bamboo or some traditional say to make this bell bante, cover here. To when the things getting, remember, we have the conversation. At some point, we need to make like also a stop, or we get to push them to lose control. And that's what we was talking about. Right, we do like we stop it when the people say, "Oh, thank God." We make that. Can you imagine when you really connecting and focus? This noise coming, it help you to open the road to the spiritual connection, to the transmission, and also to get the medicine. Because this is a ritual drum. When you play, somebody get in the possessed area, ambient, they supposed to come with some medicine. What is the medicine? The message. Before something happens. That can be reference to the change of the weather, the collecting the fruit in the farmer, the war long time ago, They say, hey, attention, because this had too many significant this drum, like we said before. So you don't have before like connection fall or something. This drum have the power to just, even see this is a different drum. You see both sides can, and we play the sound go from side to side. They hit in the middle, boom. They create harmony. The sounds travel really far away with no sound, and then they use it.
And that's the part to summon.
Exactly. So Shango, that's part of the Oricha always goes to the war, Get that.
So what we're gonna do, we're gonna give it a listen. We'll be right back. D-Beat!
And the next rhythm is for Shango. And this rhythm represents the tornado, the lightning, the thunder, the fire that we call Aluya from the beginning, Bayuba. This is the introduction for this part. Yeah. And continue with Okonkolo. And then.
The beat is the heart and soul of any music you hear. The beat is the heart and soul of any music you hear.